Hello everybody, this is Tabitha from Unraveling Sheep. I have an Etsy shop and patterns on Ravelry that I've put out. Most of them are paid for. I do have one up right now that's free, and soon I should be starting a blog which will have more free items. But today I wanted to teach you a stitch. Every time I've seen the stitch done in a tutorial, it's been in rows for a blanket, and I specifically wanted it to use in the round once. So after I figured it out, I wanted to make it easy for someone to understand how to do it. So today I have this hat right here that's already made, partial hat, and I don't even remember what size this was specifically for other than it's a child size, so it may prove to be difficult for me if the numbers aren't right. When working with a climbing vine stitch, you work in groups of 3. And I will show you that in just a moment. I'm going to leave this yarn in here because I don't know what I'm going to do with this hat, but to show you the climbing vine going in the round, I have 2 very different colors of yarn here today, so that way you can see the stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and join with this gray. And just like I would if I was done with the hat, and this was going to be at the end of it, I would just slip stitch, and then I would chain 1, chain 2. And if you want to be a little bit more relaxed, chain 3. And then I would come over to this first stitch after that, and I would double crochet 1, 2, and 3 double crochet in that first stitch. And then I would skip 1, 2, go into the third stitch and double crochet. If you're not used to double crocheting, you would take your hook and yarn over, put the hook through both loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, a double crochet, you yarn over, put through both loops of the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And one more time so we get our 3 stitches. Yarn over, put through both loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. And then you have 3 double crochets. And we're going to keep doing that all the way across. So I will show you again. We're going to count 1, 2, right in here in this third one, go in, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again, yarn over, through both loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. One more time with a yarn over, put through both loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we have 3 groups of these on the base of our hat. And we're going to go all the way around. So I'll go one more time, and then I'm going to pause the video and meet you at the end of the round that we're working in. Like I said, make sure that you have it in groups of 3, so that way you have an even at the end. So I will meet you back here, right over here, to show you how it connects. All right, now that we have gone through all the way around to put the base of our climbing vine stitch around, keep going, should look like this. And as you can see, it worked out perfectly for me. I have the 2, so it starts right there on that third. So we'll just use this this chain, it will be a turning spot, and if we need to put forward a front post or a back post on it, it works out perfectly right there and spaces it out just so. So what we would do at this point, this is the base. Everything from this point on is going to involve a front post or a back post. And I'll show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take this purple so you can see something different. And I'm going to slide in here to slip stitch that row together. And I'm going to switch. And you can switch your colors however you want to make it so this is seamless. Obviously, I will have a little bit of gray going up into this next one, but because I'm just doing this to show you, I'm not that worried about it. So, chain 1, 2, so chain 2, and then I'm going to come over here to where I did my first group of 3 double crochets, and I'm going to front post double crochet through 3 times. And so it should look like that. And then we just come over here to the next group and we're going to put it in again. And in case you haven't noticed, I am left-handed. So if you are right-handed, you need to do the opposite of what I'm doing. As in, you're going to do everything I'm doing, but you're going in an opposite direction as me. It will still always be every third 3 double crochets, and every third you'll go in like this. And we're going to continue front post stitch. And as you can see, if you haven't done that, I will show you on the next one how exactly this is done if it's not making sense at this point. So to do a front post stitch, you're going to go ahead and yarn over because this is double crochet. Then you're going to stick your hook in under that post and you're going to pull the yarn through after you yarned over and continue doing your double crochet. So it's sticking on top of the gray. So again, we're going to take that last double crochet and put our hook under and up, yarn over, bring it back through, and continue doing our yarn over and through 2, yarn over through 2. My gray is coming up and bugging me. There you go. So now you've seen it a couple times. I'll bring it so it's more visible. It should be popping up on top of it like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go all the way around, continuing doing this, and you can pause here and meet me at the end so I can show you the next row. After the third row, you'll be repeating rows 2 and 3 for however long you need to do the climbing vine stitch. All right, everyone. Hopefully you have got all the way around. That's where I am. And it should look like this so far. And we are ready to do that last stitch before you start repeating the 2 stitches back and forth. And again, I'm going to switch my colors completely to make it easier for you to see the stitches I'm making. So I'm going to switch back to the gray. Where did my hook go? Sneaky hook. And get this all tightened up. So I'm going to go ahead and attach right here, like I did last time, with a slip stitch. And like I said, if you're going to color change, this would be a good time to change, so that way when you pop up right here, it's the new color, vice being purple, or whatever color it is for you. But again, I'm just showing you the stitches, so I'm not that concerned about how my color switching looks today. So I'm going to go ahead again, we're going to chain 2. And again, we're going to go into the 3rd double crochet of each grouping. Okay, so instead of doing a front post though in the 3rd double crochet, we're going to do a back post. So we're going to go ahead and yarn over, and going to yarn over, and then instead of going under, we're going to go back here to the back of it, because that makes it a little easier. Count our 3, and we're going to put it under, yarn over, pull up, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And we're going to do that 3 times. Like I said, everything's in 3s on this one. So there's your first one. That gives a little twist. And we're going to come over here to the next 3 on the underneath side. We're going to put it under that 3rd double crochet. And then we're going to double crochet just like we normally would. And again, you're going to do that 3 times. So it's like you're doing the same thing you did for the front post, but instead you're doing it in the back. It's easier to flip the work and do it this way instead of being up here and going through the back like this. But that is a way you can do it. If you don't want to flip your work backwards, like I just did a minute ago, what you can do is leave it forward facing like this. Come through the back on the 3rd one, bring it back here. Yarn over back there, pull it through, and oh, I didn't yarn over at the beginning. Try that again. Yarn over, pull it through the front, go back to the back. And then you're just going to keep going around. And again, you're not going to go this way because you want it in the back. So you're going to come through the back to go back to the back. That is the difference between a front post and a back post. Oh, my extra yarns are getting caught up right there. So bring it back. I personally find it easier, especially in this case, because I can just look at the back by flipping it a little and just kind of flipping it like that. Now, I've done a couple, so now you can see how it layers itself. And just kind of comes up. and layers a little each time. So it's going up and then it's going back and up and back. And oops, I can do this one more time and show it to you just to make sure you're really understanding that you're going front post, back post. Because at the end of this one, at the end of this row, you would be back here at the beginning and you will go to that third double crochet and just front post again. And if you can't remember, you just rewind to where I was doing the purple, because that's the front stitch, the front post. And then back here is the back post. So 1, 2, 3. And bring it through. Trying to watch the video while doing it at the same time. There we go. 2. And 3. So that is a climbing stitch on a hat. And if you go ahead and keep going, I will come back if you want to pause, and I will show you a hat that has this done several times over. All right, I am back one last time, and you should be done with this through the third row doing the back post stitch, which would be actually right here. So to see what it looks like in a more finished state, this is that main first row of double crochets, that your foundation, with a front post and then a back post and a front post in the bottom 2 colors. So when the hat was all said and done, it starts to look like this. And it just really kind of gives it that fluffy look where it's popping out. And then on the back side, it looks like this. Here. And so there's this ridge you kind of see happening with it as you're going through. It definitely layers, and it definitely gives your item depth and this flow where it's something different for your item, your hat, dress, whatever you're making in the round. I found it really neat to put it in the round in this particular case instead of making it for like a blanket. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. This was my first video really doing a tutorial, so I'm sorry if there's some errors in it. And again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and like. I should be doing more of these in the future.